No, for a third game actually. That's what I wanted to say here. Third best of two, third two-game series here. In the American qualifiers here on this particular stream, these particular casters. My name is Dragneel. Happy to be joined by Lurker on stats and also Malpax, co-casting chair here for Kingdom versus Dragon Slayers or Dragneel as I tagged up.
I prefer Dragon Slayers with lots of Zeds. Good. There. So first off, the nature band. Oh, we.
Well, let me just say,
Surf time?
me being a Dragon Drop, I don't like Dragon Slayers. So
that
just saying,
makes sense.
just for the record.
Fair enough.
So I'm rooting for Kingdom here. Just just the pick of that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
The real question is, are they going to first pick Storm Spirit? That's what I got to. I don't know if I can handle that again. Statistics show that they are. I mean, by our last.
Well, look it up. If you want to educate him about sample size, be fine. But okay. It could be. Maybe they really want to make that work. Who knows? But at the same time, maybe they thought a bit of a different strat in the meantime. I don't think they had any more games between the one that they had earlier. They didn't, so had some time to reflect. So they're gonna go for the Beastmaster. So it already looks like a bit more of a standard strat. But then again, Beastmaster can fit into a variety of lineups as well.
Yeah, I like it as a. I think we've seen the Beastmaster Night Stalker too, and that's something to go for. Playing a lot more standard than the. What about Clairvoyance, KYH, Aphid, and Snaking, and fantastic damage? Who's that? That must be someone, I'm sure.
Question there.
I'll have to figure that one out. I didn't actually catch the second American Fire, so didn't get to see their glorious stack rising from the ashes here. But they're two for solid heroes still left in the pool. The Doom, probably the biggest one right now. Well, actually, Doom.
Is it a new hero? Not really, it's an old hero. Kind of been disregarded here after a few nerfs here and there. Also the buffs to other heroes, I suppose. Just the meta shifting around, people are trying out new things, but it's still a hero that is very, very strong if you if you can handle him properly. So obviously very versatile, very easy to mold into your needs between the Quasvax and the Quasvax Sword, and they're gonna combo that up with the Phoenix. Already a lot of teamfight coming out of these two first picks. Not the Slaughter, Kingdom got answered with that one, so minus armor, initiation, control. Good.
We assume with those two obviously picked up that this will probably be the safe lane. Going in for the slider, but I do believe Kingdom. I know FDL have been running the 4-world Beastmaster still. I think Kingdom Dota, that's definitely still going to be a possibility for them, right? If they wanted to do a little bit more passive on the dire side, so we could end up with the Beastmaster doing a little bit of Iron Talon work if you want to go for the offlane slider. But by and large, the majority of our sliders right now are currently getting the early armlet, allowing you to transition to Blink, because you need both of those core items. No longer just like Blink slider is enough. Armlet's super sick. We want it. Ooh, but with this Phoenix pick, I almost want to see them go back for like a Jug or something to try and deal with this. End up shoving that in the offlane, but we'll see where we wind up.
Is a Phoenix pick actually all that useful into Beastmaster already? I mean, you do have that in the Beast aura, kind of cancel out that act to some degree, right?
Yeah, it's true.
That extra attack speed.
It's certainly going to be a big benefit. When you think about items that you counter a Phoenix, really not that many. There's only like EAC, and it's obviously mega expensive. So when it comes down to heroes, these are one of the best ones that's actually going to be there that you can draft up, try and get the egg down as fast as you can. The Doom Bandit, also not a big surprise. They don't really have any room for it in their draft for Kingdom, but they certainly don't want to hand over to like 4 roll and just let the Phoenix slide into the 5th. And they are still missing like. The good thing about Invoker is that he does have abilities to combo up when they all group on that egg, so you can kind of picture they have to get in really close. At least so far, it's 2 melee cores. So you can imagine that there's going to be some opportunities for Invoker to land some spells on top of that, but we might even see more in terms of Wombo combo. It used to be the Terrain Protector. It's pretty fun. Some Faceless Void plays too, so they definitely have multiple options. Even Ravage can be massive, right? For helping to interrupt that egg and then call that right after further stuns and damage.
Yeah. Anything that can really keep people from hitting you, and at the same time keep them in range of that explosion. This is definitely going to work well together with the Phoenix. So we'll see what the plan is if they want to comment that up a little bit more.
That's Mason, right? Fantastic damage is totally.
Could be.
That just clicked in my head. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
What do they want? And what does Susie want in the mid lane too?
Alright. Let's do Winter Wyvern first. That's kind of an old school combo as well. Winter Wyvern Phoenix. There was a while we've seen that time and time again in the offlane, as kind of an interesting offlane dual lane with the Phoenix kind of in a core position with the Wyvern helping out. It's kind of hard to deal with because both of these have some ways to kind of fly across the hills, and it's very hard to actually catch up early on. It's gonna be Lich actually making it through. Also, another one of these heroes that we expected to see banned out every single time when the patch first came out, just because of the experience changes with the sacrifice. But since then, it's been nerfed really, really hard to a point where we really have to max out the sacrifice to have the 30-second cooldown to have it for each single creep wave.
Oh wow! So we saw this banned out in the first NA games already. Kingdom immediately answered back with that Morphling.
Well,
so it will be the off-lane Slardar then. Will be the full role Beastmaster. Maybe Lich Slardar sounds pretty good. Out in that off-lane, they're only gonna have... I wonder Wyvern and Phoenix. Scary, they don't have any direct stuns. In fact, all slows here. So maybe it'll be enough for Lich to keep Master alive. Sorry, the Slardar alive.
Yep. Good.
They actually think it would be a... they're banning out an Io. That's
Well, I mean, Kingdom's still looking for another. Yeah, and the thing about those offlane Beastmasters, perhaps.
I was more so thinking towards like a mid hero or something for Kingdom. Something more Susie style, like I don't even know, like a Lina or something. Already banned out. Queen of Pain.
They don't run offlane mid, right?
Some teams do. I don't know.
It's a bit out of the box, but yeah, up against Invoker, I don't imagine that to be.
Yeah, that probably won't be happening.
Yeah, that's. Just don't have a lot of tools available. Obviously, you have that waveform to kind of stay safe at the very least.
That makes a lot. Could have ran the Io more Beastmaster top safe lane, Slardar Lich off lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually good. It might still end up being a duel. Might get in.
Well, in terms of traditional materials, what's really left here? Puck has been banned out, Invoker obviously picked up. Death Prophet also banned out. Still be the Zeus, Lina that we saw last match. And if you remember the first game that they played today, they had the Mirana on 747 in mid. So they're no strangers to kind of unorthodox heroes in that position.
Well, they're certainly taking their time, making us hold our breath here.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would be looking for to kind of try and counter the lifestealer? You only have the roar.
I was just thinking. Yeah. Obviously, the hero not quite as annoying as he used to be. Yeah. Queen
of Pain. I think will also be the next big one that we have to talk about.
Mentioned that Invoker, but I do end up going back for the support, so we'll see how they can do. Well, their last hero shouldn't be crazy, just some sort of an offlaner here. Again, Tidehunter, pretty standard when it comes to this kind of stuff, or the Faceless Void, also still a pretty nice option. Obviously, Morphling can do the shift.
Yep.
Called Morph. Oh, it's just called Morph. Well, that's simple.
Morph, yeah.
Morph. a little bit different to bring him down when you're going massive there
Alright.
here instead. That's nice.
Phoenix.
Another big AoE you can use. Egg. They're
Yeah.
coming and trying to break it. They all have really close range. Furthest range is Lion and Lich, like Morphling, Slider, and Beastmaster.
Yep. Definitely some more combo potential here. Obviously, Lifestealer can invest into Phoenix for these Lifestealer bombs if you really want to, but outside of that, they have some really good team fight utility from the Invoker, depending on whether he goes Quas Vex or not. I almost want to say that he needs to go Quas Exort just to have that secondary damage deal outside of the Lifestealer. But yeah, apart from that, you're gonna have some sort of combo potential between the Phoenix and the Wyvern. Darkseer, of course, setting up for both of those with the Vacuum, preventing the Vexor control into this into the Supernova, or also into the Winter's Curse, obviously.
5 seconds remaining.
Question is, can they actually find these angles to make that work? And if they can't, then Kingdom, they just have to straight up more standard lineup together. And they can just farm up, they can push easily with the Beastmaster, find pickups on the back of the Slaughter, they can scale on the back of the Morphling. And it's also gonna have some stable lanes here on the back of the Lich, so it's seems super solid. As it stands. If you guys are just tuning in, then welcome. My name is Dragneel, happy to bring in this match. This is game 1 of the last series of the day here in American Manila major qualifiers. Joined by Look It Up on stats and the unforgettable mod packs on the co-casting mic. These are the teams. Starting with Dragneel.
Thank you.
Starting with Dragneel here on the right side, we've got Sneaking on that offlane, Darkseer. Clairvoyance, the captain, playing the Winter Wyvern support. The lane gonna be taken over by HFN on that Invoker. Fantastic damage, it's gonna be Mason playing the Lifestealer, and down here on secondary support it's gonna be KYH playing the Phoenix.
And for team. Not today though. Beastmaster in the offlane. Also a god tier Winter Wyvern player, but over to the other Frost and Phenom. Lich, Zizzy, gonna be mid lane, hopping off the Storm Spirit, gonna try some Morphling, and then Newsham on the support line, and 747, aka 747 Love Susie, aka Slider in the safe.
Alright, so lane take shape as you would almost expect. As much as you can expect it here with this kind of lineup here. Morphling mid is something that you can work, especially with the Lich. That's not something that we've talked about, but being able to take care of the of these range creeps doesn't only take away a lot of experience from the other side, but also of course helps the lane push out a little bit. But well, looks like Dragneel, they saw this kind of thing coming. They had to Winter Wyvern here and try and help out the zoning early on.
Yeah, and this was a really nice IO band too, just going back to that. You can imagine if they had that up here instead of the Lion, they could be doing some kind of tether plays to make sure they're getting crushes, try and cancel out the tether, or use the tether to like catch up when he goes for the surge play too. There was a Lion just doesn't do that much in this same way that bursts down the creeps, and Snake King just have to look to play around the iron.
You look at mid, I think HFN just tried to get last hit on the range creep with the Sunstrike.
Got to, we gotta do, man.
Yeah. I think it died to creeps beforehand though, so it didn't get the money, but he got the experience though.
Man,
those are very valuable these days, that's what I'm sure.
He's eating iron shells up here, man. Salve to use. He might end up going for the Tranquil Boots. The most uncommon item on Slider Dice, of course. But very handy in these situations.
How to deal with this, yeah, for sure. Lion also can only do so much. And Darkseer, he has to be careful not to be run down, but sneaking out of mana has a mango if he needs it, but really wants to pop it right now. Well, Jenkins on bottom lane, he is setting at level 2. Almost level 3, so he's getting his own levels going. Obviously with both the Phoenix, as well as the Winter Wyvern. Both of those are kind of decent, just trying to zone out and harass. There's not a lot of kill potential on a Beastmaster here if you can slow down the Lifestealer. Especially with range and open wounds. It used to be a very, very large AoE. But at some point it got nerfed to its scaling as it does right now, 200 up to 500 range. The level 1 open wounds, it's a potent slow if you can get it off. You have to get in range first, which is not easy to do.
They're very ominous down here, right? KYH and Clairvoyant. Mason is staring and how to train your dragons. Hanging around. They just float around. I'd be scared of this guy.
Oh man.
Oh, there's some big pull play. Get it. Up here, so they didn't end up blocking it off, so they're gonna allow Snake King to try and contest it. This is something Lion is good at in this situation, helping to block the Darkseer away, so he's forced right back into the jungle. Slowing Snake King's progression, obviously gonna be a big deal, trying to slow down that mechanism.
So far so good here. Camp is not blocked off, so you can make use of it. Speaking of making use of camps, HFN doing the same thing. Go for the Qualifier Exortus, as you would expect. Also gonna have that Sunstrike available. No easy setups though in this game. He's gonna have to rely on his own sniping potential if they want to try and use that to make something happen. Now Jenkins gonna get some help. He's level 4. Ja popping up that put up an ice arm on top of him. Let's take a closer look at this middle lane here, because right now Ziz, he's leading quite a sizable degree.
Yeah, it's very difficult for H. A lot of the time when you see like an IO +1 or even the Lich +1 coming lane, a lot of invokers will actually switch over to Quas Wex, just worried about getting killed in some sort of way, but in this situation you can say Quas Exort just because the Lich doesn't really add kill potential, but significantly denying the wave, like taking care of all these range creeps, and yeah, it got nerfed, but once every 50 seconds, still once every 2 waves. See the impact it's having on HFN, not even just in his levels, and the fact that he's lower than a dual laning Morphling Lich. What a hero, honestly.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. How is he lower than both of them? Don't even know.
Well, Clairvoyant's also he's taking some of that. Also, Lich, I think, getting a little bit down on the bottom lane, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely right on that.
Well,
Yeah, as a
thankfully,
result, this Invoker is not getting really what he needs, and going for the boots now. He already has the Wing of Aquila. His basic items, but he's gonna need a Midas pretty damn soon. It's not gonna get it till like 10, 11, 12 minutes at this rate.
The zoning here from the top lane, the fact that they did force it to King so early, working out pretty well for them. It means he didn't have to go for any sort of tranquil for Susie, so we can go right into that armlet. Start to pile on the damage, rotate around. You can imagine that combo. Quite a few nice little plays they can make from the side of Kingdom. The other side, how there's not many combinations for the Invoker. Really not a, it seemed to be like a big Sunstrike setup. It will be mostly the support setting things up. Look at them
Jenkins.
go. Burn damage. Is it gonna be enough? It's close.
Almost.
Oh man.
It's just inescapable, right? That's the most frustrating part.
Yeah, well,
so good to levels now. Middle lane, look at this. Morphling comes in with the waveform, immediate TP reactions by 3 heroes here. We'll try and turn this around. Also, Morphling here doesn't have the waveform for another couple of seconds here. The Iron Shell, the way can still morph though. Now he has the waveform out, doesn't have the mana now. Now this will be the first blood. As a result, sneaking. Taking that one for himself with the Iron Shell damage over time, so. Maybe a bit of an overcommitment with the triple TP, but definitely working out in their favor.
Yeah, as long as they got the kill, that's all that matters. They managed to save HFN's life as well, so. Everything's all good. KOH, he top lane. King's busy in the jungle, so this is fine for him. He wants to get up to his level 6. And it's also going to give more space to Clairvoyance down here, of course, as well. So now there's only one support. And maybe he'll get off a couple pulls. It looks like they've stacked some range creeps, but they're not going to commit to any sort of a push. The other thing is, Mason, on the Lifestealer, we did have a change where you can no longer infest creeps at level 6, so it's not as easy to make some sort of a push play. Where you just grab a golem, you know, come harass mid, walking around punching while everyone else top of the tower. Won't be an option game. Or any more for Lifestealer pickers.
Might build up.
Yeah. Hero comes back, Hero, no, he's still very good, obviously.
Yeah.
Picking him up. right at the beginning of the draft, first bans in a lot of cases.
He's also going into the armlet here with the gloves of haste, so do you think he's gonna turn back for Midas?
It's a good question. Knowing Mason, I almost want to say Midas, judging by their timings with the Invoker and the Darkseer as well. Like, the mechanism still isn't really close to being done. I think Midas would be fine. I'm almost sure it will be an armlet after that. Do what Mason wants to do. We'll know once he has gold for the helm. I make the big deciding factor.
Lane, a bit of action, more or less. It's just securing the rune from Stove, Jar still there on the lich. Being obnoxious with the sacrifice. Not even anything you can do about it.
Alright, bottom lane. Close to tower now, they're still gonna attack him.
Well, they have a double damage on the sneaking here. Nice little roll to kind of push them away with the TP reactions in. Newsham already there as well. Now the Frost Blast only gets the one hit. No bounces whatsoever, and yeah, with the heals from the Winter Wyvern, Mason is just gonna be just fine, so it's a bunch of ultimates used.
Yeah, he even still has South.
Well, Newsham has one as well if he wants to give it over to the Beastmaster, but that's right now. Well, exactly what they were looking for.
Yeah, Zizzy and HFN again in the mid lane trading blows. Careful though, there's a waveform and just John nearby. HFN will just back himself away. Top lane KYH, he's almost up to 6, getting quite a bit of experience up here. Obviously, pretty unlikely. Susie can break it down.
Oh.
Try, and then he's building into that armlet.
Yep.
The scary part, if Mason does go for the Midas, is will be coming here from the side of Kingdom. I think relatively soon. Like once the armlet's up, maybe they'll go for the blink. Even by then, he's hit him up on me. Raw damage.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Third most picked hero in the main qualifiers this far. Only one select match on the hero. 100% win rate. Easy.
It stays like that or drops to 50%.
Don't be like. Yeah, smoke play mid.
It's just the truth, dude. It's just the truth.
Radiant's top tower
Newsham needed charge. He got level 6 just recently. Looking to use it on HFN. He's out of mana.
They don't have the
Should
chain
end up falling
frost.
here.
Alright, they don't need it. Wow.
It's so cute. You think they need chain frost?
Like, he even only has level 1. Like, Lich did nothing. Shaw was just. It was all Newsham.
Yeah, that's what happens to an unleveled Invoker, right? He's sitting at level 7, only has the Gloves of Haste plus normal boots. He's still halfway to the recipe only to Zone Midas. So he's gonna be a non-factor for quite a while, I think, going forward. Needs there's more space for these kind of supports to make these kind of rotations, there's more space for this just to farm, and Zone Midas really if he wants to race. Looks like he's building up into that as well. The Gloves of Haste and the 1,000 gold in the bank. So more space for the starter here to get this armlet and through blink. I mean, 747 has been completely uncontested up top.
Yeah, they don't
go again.
really have.
Let's take a bit. Nice little ultimate. Gonna bounce once only though. Immediate dispersion.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Clairvoyant's still stuck just down at level 4, but 6 is up and online for KYH as he makes his rotation back down to the bottom lane. I'd look for something on Jaggins, like if he's within range, he might get a little bit too aggressive. Ace boots, maybe kill off the board when he's not expecting it and getting rid of that slow. Like Jaggins is definitely going to be living on the edge down. And it's much more difficult to make that TP save when you're dealing with an egg on the ground.
Yep. On the flip side, he does have the roar available, so whenever he decides to maybe roam around, to make something happen again with that, he does have that available. Make his own TP saves, essentially. Someone's going on mid or something, but so far, so static, really. Both teams just farming up.
Yeah, neither
until
team
now.
drafting a roaming dependent team.
Oh, they gotta find Ja. He wanted to go for Bantoon. Deeply regretted his decision. Ziz, well, not a whole lot he can do against that. Do that for the lifestealer. Smoke rotation.
Jenkins might need a
successful.
TP here. Yeah, he's gonna need TP out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got him!
Whoa, what? So yeah, nicely done. That's an easy kill. Yeah, better not throw the roll.
That ward
Anything.
paying off.
Oh wow. Sort of
Nicely
looking
done.
elsewhere, right? I didn't think they would actually be able to get it still, but I
He
think it
was
was
so
a longer
close.
TP than usual, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I didn't catch where he was going to, but it looked like it was near the end.
Able to try and turn it into a top push. Don't have the best early push. And again, it's not really
Oh,
there.
Susie's on the
responding
hunt, man. See this?
to it.
Not
They'd
enough
have to go for the
damage.
blink here before finishing up the armlet. So do have that initiation potential in HFN. Well, that's a crush, that's an amplify, that's an easy kill with this roaming in as well. On the back of that waveform. Easy to disengage, so
I kind of
down
like
this invoker.
the armlets. He doesn't really if he's dropping down low. Oh, nice
bottom
roll
lane,
down.
Roar sneaking here with the frost. Change was actually bouncing back to the other side. 7 for 7. Blink in, gets a crush, but now look at this damage from sneaking going out with these iron shells. He's not dead yet. He's not dead. He's still alive somehow. Now sneaking has to be on the run. This is last mana for Surge. Should be enough to keep him safe, but somehow Susie survives. Yet another kill down in the bottom lane.
A little bit of a Midas on Midas action here. Both
All as a
step around
Midas
the big
here,
items.
yeah. But Morphling with a Midas, HFN, and Mason with the Midas. So we've got 3 Midases on the field right now.
That blink just did like a massive part, and he now has the armlet. But the fact that he got the blink, it allowed them to get this nice kill in the mid lane. Like the invoker being under-farmed, the fact that Zizzy has really high magic burst early on just through the waveform. It was a really good call because he was given so much free space. He didn't need the armlet to like harass anyone to keep lane or anything like that. He could just farm up into this blink and say, like, they're getting kind of scary. They have these rotations. They just killed my Beastmaster. I need to make some sort of a play around this map so the invoker's not just giving room through his lane and through the jungle.
Bottom lane, they want to find Jenkins here.
Nice.
Mason able to catch up, and the Roar comes out of TP, but Sunray not enough damage.
Now top lane, HF. Very fire, not enough.
Oh god.
Down.
Poor Invoker, man.
Oh, thinking he's a
Oh,
max.
sneaking.
Oh.
Damage
Yeah.
coming out Newsham. Look at this. This Invoker illusions. This is 4 spells with a minus armor. Did he die to this?
Oh wow.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. Okay. It's gonna lift the spirits up.
That's not often you see the casual.
Dude, 4 spirits, right? The minus armor on a squishy support like that, just devastating.
Nah, it was,
But hey,
it was totally
he-
the illusion rune. Give them the credit.
Alright, it was all the illusions. Okay, okay. But hey, I guess Line already has Blink, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Bottom lane again, they're gonna
Oh,
go,
was it
yeah.
worth it?
This time it's Jar.
Yeah, no.
Definitely punishing this Lich again now as well, so. HFM. And he's up to level 11 too. Yep, slowly but surely.
Oh wow, yeah, I did not notice that. It's kind of insane. Good old Midas, good for that. But of course, you know, Morphling, he's not much further ahead, and he's Midas of his own here.
This point where Phoenix and Winter Wyvern kind of come into play with kind of subtle impact right now, but it's kind of gonna affect the way the Kingdom have to play because they cannot really afford to run into a Winter's Curse, into a Phoenix Egg at the stage of the game. Make sure to play in a vision, you need to make sure to not overextend and not lose their core heroes again. I mean, this is at the top of the net worth chart right now. Same for the Slaughter, but that can change very now. This might change right now.
Wrong way. We're so
Might still
close.
find someone, but yeah, it's 7 for 7 should be alright. Should TP out right now if he wants to, and still hanging around for the time being. Well, middle lane, Zeus, work on the Tier 1 tower, will bring it down as a TP in, will be completed in Winter Wyvern. Probably have the mana for Winter's Curse, so does have the stick charges to make that happen if necessary. It's just a casual replicate out. Back to base. Be right
Lucian
back,
just
looking top
blinking
lane.
around.
Yeah. We'll find. Oh, sneaking. That's just a glimpse of him. Decides on another route, and that should mean he should be safe for the time being. Someone with the sprint though. Gets a crush off. A little heal from the Sunray. Announcing his presence, and now? Oh, almost got it.
Yeah, level 11 with Max's vacuum. A little bit interesting. Not opting for the second point of the.
Well, what good is the wall if you can't really hack one of them in?
I like it for
It
the
makes
egg
sense with
too.
the. Yeah, it makes sense with the combos that you have available. Now this one just replicate out. No problem whatsoever.
Alright, well, Kingdom, they finally get the objective in the bottom. Knocks down that tower. So they can be happy about that. He's a TP to join the fight in lane. He won't have his name.
I think about this, this infused open guts is. He should actually end up dying here. It doesn't have a replicator yet, just dump everything on top of him, including the kitchen sinks. So yeah, there's no escaping from that.
Oh, Susie gonna come in on bottom lane.
Oh, raw, blink from Slaughter, and sneaking, will end up falling, but can they turn it around to fantastic damage? Jason got a ride from his, from Phoenix companion.
That was nice,
Cancel
Winner's
TP
Curse.
with that Winner's Curse. Yeah, they get the kill on Mason, so pretty good, I'm good.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. All good.
But either way, Wonder Wyvern suffering against heroes here. Overall win rate. One of the reasons the Wonder Wyvern suffers against the Beastmaster, if I read that correctly, I think, that a lot of the teams that like don't play the hero too much will pick it up against Beastmaster. Teams, or like the good teams always ban it against Beastmaster, and then like teams they end up running it. They end up like Wonder Wyvern a bit more.
Can excuse the stats a little bit, but hey. Oh,
Oh,
look at
Nation.
this Nushem. What? A blink cross? And the
Where'd he
Sunray.
go?
The wrong directions.
And
like, yeah. Well, I think
that
he's
was-
gonna have done anything to.
Alright. Fans
I
are
have
being
no
used in
idea. I have
mysterious
no idea
ways.
what's going on.
KYH is buying a Midas, guys. Right. Means those levels, man. The Phoenix. We know this story though. This is important.
It's the fourth Midas of the game, so maybe we do keep Sage away from this VOD. Not watching right now.
I think
He probably died, I guess, but hey.
Josh should probably one just things up here. Like on the
Yeah.
lich. No, he gets an urn.
Wait,
How
even-
lame.
I mean, even things up. Yeah, I guess it's true. It's 3 for
Well,
1
it won't be. KYH gets
Yeah.
one. Sad thing is, I watched build Midas 3 times on lich. He just kept building it. What a guy.
Three
Gotta
times in
keep
the
on
same
pushing
game?
that advantage. Yeah, same game. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
it was the same day though. It's all over it, man.
You train that build, man. You train it. Just do it once and forget about it. Yeah, Roshan goes down. Top lane is being pushed as a in return. Kingdom, if they want to, they can TP in to try and defend, but well, they're still facing up against a decent amount of team fight here that we have not seen combo up together just yet. Seen the full extent of what Dragneel can do with that.
Yeah, I don't even know if Kingdom want to see it. Like, pretty scary up against them. They don't have any real combo breakers, like no Tidehunter. The best thing they'd have would be either Blinkin from Nushu or Blinkin from Slider. Instead, they're setting up bottom. Not really baiting it because they show the Beastmaster and the Morphling, so it's more so just Nushim's here in case they want to contest these. Unlikely that they would want to come down here, even with their little infest TPs, instant 3 heroes. A little bit too risky without anyone.
So at the end of the day, it's gonna be a tier 2 for tier 2 trade. The jungle is kind of being farmed on either side. BKB on the works there for Slaughter. Yeah, you definitely need BKB in this game, don't you? For everyone, really.
Yeah, up against the Invoker for sure, so Susie definitely doesn't have much of a choice. The Radiant side, I mean, you have a Rage on your Lifestealer, so you can kind of avoid it for them. No one probably going to need it up anyway. too bad. Let's see what kind of a play they want to make. They pretty much in the dark since they left that bottom tower. Now Zizzy shows himself mid, but up against the Beastmaster lineups, we do know that they love to hog up this jungle. They use the Hawks. You can see around right now. There's one here. There's one here. Keep an eye on these entrances in the jungle. So those are, yep. They get to farm this whole jungle. They have Zizzy mid lane. Someone could even be farming up here. So counter that, the Radiant side, they rotate up here. They have to make their own jungle, and we just go to farm zone.
Trading places here. You would expect Kingdom to try and pull up a little bit more with that Aegis on the Morphling, but at the same time, this will make it into farming Aegis. You do have the Lincolns, but you're still lacking that big sort of the big extra stats, extra control, or damage from the Skadi or something along those lines. Or even just the shotgun build. Still quite popular. So now. Doesn't even have a replicate here, so you have to be a bit careful. There's plenty of heroes. Aside Dragneel here, but
wow,
they don't quite know what's going on behind this.
Yeah, Radiant's actually reading it a little bit wrong. It looks like I mean, you wouldn't really expect the Kingdom had been down here for so long beating this master. Like, they just waste a lot of time, but they're gonna north. They will find Mason. Rage will actually be wearing off here.
Too, yeah.
Oh, he guesses the wrong way.
That's where you need the Hawk.
Still don't know though.
Ahead.
Oh no, they do know. Snake hiding. This is blank. He can get up to the north. Oh, snaking.
Yeah, he should be fine. Unless this can somehow
Close.
get quite have the vision here. The Hawk speed not as quick as they wanted to. They'll be able to turn it into a push and just stem around Dragneel not in any position to trade for it. If this TPing back to the mid lane to push that out a little bit more across the river, has the replicate back home.
We haven't
with the rest
we
of
could
the
see our combo here. Get to this tower. I don't think Kingdom really want a full out team fight. More interested in just like pickoffs into objectives. Oh, they actually have the replicate. Okay, we have 5 heroes here. 9 more seconds though.
So then this just pushing the wave out long enough. They're close enough that they can just they do use replicate. But yeah, they've 2 lanes pushed out. Bottom lane is the only one that's going in favor of the Radiant side now, with Invoker pushing it out from short build, but didn't quite get the angle that they wanted, with Kingdom playing very far back, only having 1 hero at a time in front lines, but now in and infest.
They don't have a very good way to set up either.
Okay,
Like the whole Winter's Curse into the egg, it's pretty cute. Oh my god, it happened.
It's not a Jaws, Newsham instead.
Close enough, I'll take it.
Close enough, yeah. Lich being in the 5 position, he's never gonna get the money for it.
Alright, it's now 3v in the Midas game.
Yep. Pretty much. Thought we were past this, but Midas Gaming is very much real in this particular match.
The air split pushing and dodging a lot. Going for the E-Blade build onto Ziz. We're going Mega Late. That's Morphling or anything like that. HFN down here. In terms of overall net worth, like, never really getting out of control. This is actually crazy. It's 26 minutes in, and the big lead they've had is 2k. That is so low.
Yeah.
Huh.
It is.
Especially because we had like a Midas, we've had towers being pushed in, but things really evening out now. Only 1 tower up for the Dire side. Smoke situation, they've got 1 in stock, Radiant, and 1 in stock on the Dire. Who's holding them though? 1 for Newsham, and 1 for KYH. So relatively even across all fronts.
Now there's E-Blades, so maybe a bit of an extra tool in the toolbox really for Kingdom. Right? You have the potential to maybe blow up a target pretty much immediately. At the same time, who do you really go on that cannot instantly counter with something like a Winter's Curse or a Phoenix Egg? I guess you're looking for the Invoker or the Darkseer?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Darkseer is the big... He has the mechanism, so if you burst him down... In fact, he has the Guardian Greaves. Better, but that does a bit harder. They'll have to go with some hexes and stuns. Damn. They'll smoke up now. They're going to try and use their little combo. Dire Side Vision didn't do that. Revealed in the bottom lane will just be the Winter Wyvern, so they might know they're up to something.
They're getting on Jenkins as well now, so gonna have
Oh, that's a
both
good
him as
scan.
well as the line equipped.
Thinking that they're rooting them out of the jungle, go for the up top scan, and they'll just be a bird, but not going to be lucky here. I really feel like they need a gem on the Radiant side. Because you know this Beastmaster, they've all been down here for so long, they're going to be under vision, and that's going to help them decide what they want to do. Choose how they want to set up Kingdom. Maybe not necessarily a gem, but try and scout out some of these ward placements that you know have got to be existing. They've had lots of time for Clairvoyance to farm. He's got up into the Glimmer Cape, Urn, I think that bottom lane always pushing in.
So, where do you go from here if you're Dragneel actually? Because right now, you're having a hard time actually pushing the lanes
try and
across.
kill
And
a
now,
little-
actually, look at AGFN. He might just straight up die 747, and yeah, well, Morphling pushes it up, and 747 with the BKB pop. Bit fat fingered there.
Yeah. Whip that on one of
Unnecessary.
those.
Still
That
get
was
the
the
kill.
full 10. Yeah.
But yeah, Dragneel, they're having a really hard time just pushing out the lanes across the river. They're just waiting for Kingdom to group up as 5 to with a high ground, and try and use the teamfight prowess.
Yeah, that is, that's what it is. Like, they know how the fight is, so they're waiting for King to walk into this, but they're not giving to them, and that's what comes back to these Midases. Like, that's why you're seeing this super late Midas from Nusha. They don't plan on going high ground anytime. They'd rather fight around the Roche Pit, keep taking map roll, but even the Roche Pit is they're only going to take if they have a good pickoff. Why give them... You look at this lineup, the only thing that they have is the Wombo combo right now. With, like, Mason running through and running rampant during the fight, trying to get everything done. So much more of a gank-oriented lineup from Kingdom that they say, we're going to split push your lanes, we're going to force you to bring heroes out if you want to be at your max effectiveness, efficiency, and then we're going to pick you off with our slide, our line, and our E. And that roar, oh my god, their pickoff is actually so good. All with the vision of a hawk as well. So now we're starting to see this effect too, because the graph is finally starting to dip down further and further in their favor. Like, we had that one kill, but that's because of how far out he was. I mean, you can't be that. You're a jungle. They're like, this is the dire side jump. Get out of there.
Well, yeah, they keep trying to go for these kind of plays as well with the infest into one hero or another. It's gonna be snaking here with his blink dagger, so it doesn't have to be that Phoenix anymore with the Icarus dive in. It's also blink accent and focus, so HPN's actually caught up quite nicely on the back of the Midas, but they haven't really been able to use any of that just yet, even though they've been looking. Even now, you see their direction, see the ways that they want to go. But if Jenkins and Ja are on top of the game when it comes to just reading the map, then they should just TP out right now.
We'll see.
Alright.
He doesn't have it up right. What's their range really? They don't have a blue clairvoyance. That could be the next big item.
Yeah. Gives them a little bit more initiative to play with. Once ready again, maybe not.
Man, this would be such a big kill on Zizzy. Alright, get him!
Go somewhere else.
Oh, maybe they'd reconsider.
They're going to one place in the map where there's nobody around. It's kind of sad actually, but yeah, of course they don't have the benefit we have as spectators.
They're
They do get
starting
some
to
vision down at
vision.
the very least, yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I like this though. Like, this is a path where Necros might walk through. And like the high ground wards are a lot more effective here. He's gonna have the hawk going too. Like, they do the exact counter scan as they come in with theirs hiding in the trees. Find Susie. He's got BKB, but no TP. Okay, this sneaky fish, pretty little fish. Later. Sure.
Well, this is in top lane, doesn't replicate, so it does not care whatsoever. Pulls out a couple of spells and then gets right back
Yeah.
out. Meanwhile,
Look at the heroes he saw, so he's like, yup. An invoker in the base, this is ours.
Yeah. Easy going. 3 levels up into the amplified damage, makes it very, very fast, but obviously plus the NB star. So it can be enough for them to feel comfortable going high ground, or are they looking for items like AC on Slara before they really want to?
I feel like the way that they win this game is just never going high ground.
Okay.
And they just wait. I don't think it's getting any better for the Radiant side. Morphling's just gonna get like, completely out of control. He's already 5k ahead in the Invoker. Lidar scaling pretty well. I mean, certainly they can go at some point if they see a good opportunity. For the most part, what they really want. Classic.
Okay. Well, we can't sit here forever. I gotta go to work in like a couple of hours. Hey.
Well, you might not be
This
lucky.
game will
here.
end sometime soon, yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's this
these,
kind of-
last year 2 going down, yeah.
One person were to cut and they got to pick off with a slider, then that's when you might see this happen. Oh, again, they got this. Radiant doing a lot better dire visions, and they also just spotted that smoke. Ward's paying off majorly.
Yep. Make sure that they can stay safe for the time being. Yeah, with the Morphling now finishing up that meta style, can also start chipping away and split push even more, right? Not just on the back of the replicate keeping them safe, but also just popping down some illusion. But now there's a bit of a fight here. Roar comes out, vacuum, wall, but a little bit too little, too late. As Phoenix Sun comes out, will send them packing 747 with the BKB.
Oh wow!
Actually get the blink out somehow on Ziz. Well, it does replicate. Meta's off now, maybe turn around. Nice little Sunstrike here to do the extra damage and actually force him out completely now. Back to the middle lane. And was it a pick off there, or was it just no? Oh yeah,
yeah,
with the
Wyvern bought back.
Back. So now Nisham. Well, he's still in this run. Some of the windows, so might just find sneaking.
Oh, they
there
got
it
him.
is. Blink, stun, ultimate, and now 747 with the follow-up, and that's a nice little pick-up there. Classic damage comes in, gets hexed up though before it can rage, and now 747, well, it's taking it, cannot get slowed down though with the boots already being used on the line, so they actually somehow are able to make it out even.
That bonus damage on the Sunstrike hurts, man.
Man.
Alright, this is gonna be a long game. Susie just bought a Maelstrom. I might head to the something.
Oh god. Sunstrike definitely showing that range group who's boss.
Also, they have for Radiant Vision, so some forward spirits farming away. This is pretty nice. Giving them some intel. The line of observers down the map here, going back to their base, so we'll keep an eye on that. Ooh, this is good. Base master moving, but it's actually just the hit. Oh, now they know. It's all about like what heroes you see on the map right now, though, for the Radiant side, as to how far they think they can push. Like KYH putting this ward down, he's going, oh god, run, get away, Slider. But this vision is just so crucial for them. Maybe it's time to Dire get a gem.
Gems quite useful in this kind of situation, that's for sure. Can't just rely on your Hawk, obviously you also want to deny the intelligence from the everyone else, but yeah, they spotted out that ward. Counter it immediately with the sentry. Place their own, so secure known jungle. Using that new high ground ward spot.
This is really interesting that Susie, like, he picked up the Hyperstone, because typically Lardars, you go in, and you know, attack speed always good, but the most common pickup, and then he's going back for the Mjolnir. Now done, by the way, just absurd in itself. Doesn't even have Maelstrom and he'll have a full Mjolnir on him.
Well,
But it definitely speaks to the way they want to play this game.
Push out the waves. Until Dragneel is frustrated enough to make a mistake, but looks of it. they really don't want to go fight 5-on-5 and choke point. And I can definitely understand that, right? You have Phoenix Sun, you have the Winter's Curse, the vacuum wall. There's just so much control, so much damage coming out potentially as well. Not even mentioning the Invoker skill set, which is pretty damn good right now. I mean, he's max level Invoke with the Aghanim Scepter. It's no mana cost and 2-second cooldown on an Invoke. And cycle through spells pretty damn quickly.
You look at this vision now, and these wards starting to wear out. Radiant side just have no idea what's going on around this map. The only vision they can gain is from down here, slowly getting boxed in. Look at the dire side. Obviously the waves are a little bit further, but they're running low on wards with darkness. It's just Hawks going through on the scouting missions. They're gonna smoke up, but they don't have much knowledge here, so it's a slight risk. They only have the Hawk leading.
There it is, sneaking. He's infested here. They will see it now with the smoke breaking and the water on the high ground. HFN blinks across.
That is
now
impressive.
He will not get drawn off here. That's caught by Lincoln's now. Winter Skirts, everything being used. Nice little crush there though on KVH. Does not quite get this. He doesn't get sun up. He gets bashed. 10 for 7. He will still end up dying. Maybe not with the 4 staff and the other target. He's still alive. Sunstrike on the money. 1-for-1 trade with a buyback on the Phoenix. Now Ziz, he might be able to do something else with the rage, kind of negating that, getting that E-blade, and now he has to replicate out. Cold Snap controlling him too much, but very least
he's got blink in one, he's got...
But new ship, oh, he gets it! Where's he at now? All the way up the top here, Vacuum will miss too. I'll still stay like that, 1-4 trade unless the Sunstrike, no, it's Sunstrike off the mark completely, but yeah, it's... Again, 1-for-1 trade, buyback on the Phoenix though, and Slaughter? Holding on to his, he didn't have the money for it even if he wanted to. Man, if it wasn't for the Sunstrike, that he would have probably been able to make it out as well.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. This ward really paying off the rating side. HFN just made a kind of crazy play when he blinked in there, but I do believe the roar was used on the Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not scanning that one out yet.
If he didn't have the Lincolns, it would have been so much different. I don't think King even knew about it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'd been revealing himself, just forge spirits around the map and Sunstrike. Can't really blame him on that one. And then we did just see the humongous wobble combo too. Real threat, despite being down in net worth. Those are exactly the kind of fights that back here Mason and the crew want to take.
Good point actually, that is net worth advantage. Still past the 7.5k mark. Still in the general area even after that takeoff. Also the experience, right? Sitting about 12-13k in favor of Kingdom. Still extending the lead with every single minute that goes by, and yeah, they're probably gonna wait for the next Roche. Long respawn this time around.
Oh, infest down bot.
Well, they're gonna try and blow up. Nice little double stun. The roar out to HFN to turn this around. Well, they will lose the line here, but at what cost? Lucy Invoker, Jenkins, nice little bash here, but the defense of the fuel blade make sure that Mason cannot finish him off. Let's Invoker down without buyback. Mason does have it on a lifestealer. You're lacking a lot of damage and control factor here with not having that Invoker available. Lifestealer can only do so much. Yeah, that's the opportunity that they wanted to look at.
Go
Snake jump away in this tier 3 now a little bit. Now look at this. YH takes, gets taken, 2,000 of his health get taken away. I'm gonna go over this right now. BKB's come out, there's the buyback. Look at the bash, he gets the sun up anyway though. 7% forcing it out at least in the backline instead of the front. In the meantime, the rest of the team just working away at these racks is.
Wombo combo is...
with the extreme amount of right click, able to get the range, the melee racks too. And, yeah.
Hitting like a tsunami, I can agree with that.
Hell. Yeah, absolutely.
On that too.
Definitely did a number on these towers.
Yeah, it's not really the typical siege hero that you often think of, but they're waiting for this Roshan. It's gonna be close. The ref gonna side. Virtually max timer, so it'll still be up by the time it's there. A little bit aggravating though, because it will give a chance for these wobble combo spells online and for the rating to actually do something about it. They won't have egg, but Winter's Curse and back wall would be there. a rotation to try and steer up the Roshan. Ooh, the scythe. Okay, that is huge.
Oh yeah.
If they can make some sort of a Lincoln play onto Zizzy.
That's kind of the one thing to watch out for. But so far, I mean, Ziz has been playing a little bit more aggressively, right? Even with the Lincoln's path, he's not immediately replicating out. Been kind of sitting inside a little bit more before he actually does it. Like, he's called the cold snap and these kind of spells before, so it's not expecting that that scythe. If he's not wary of that, then just be caught out a little bit too heavily. But now 7/7, Scout to Roshi spawning. Yeah, so far Dragneel not in any position to go for this right now. Being grouped up. King has a passenger, but you need everyone to counter this Rosh, and yeah, with the amplified damage, obviously it's done in a couple of seconds. Aegis and Cheese going the way of Kingdom. So, good start if they want to go for another high ground push.
Yeah, Aegis onto Susie, so he'll be jumping right up in there. No slots left. You know, it would be nice, but
He just ate a moonshot now as well.
wow. Just
Attack
minus
speed's
gaming,
gonna be
man.
through the roof.
Yeah.
And look at his damage too, right? He's sitting for 311. With all his strength morphed into agility, and he's still sitting at 2.3k health points. And so, he has 40 hours to play with too, so lifesteal, even with the AC, can be doing anything to him, really.
Oh, they're gonna box back and fest into the Invoker.
Oh, there it is. The roar down on the Winter Wyvern immediately brought down. HFN now had a passenger. To
The right
engage
click.
to bash Schwartz, really, and now it's Invoker going on immediate buyback. This now up 1v1 up against the Finette. No, why? It's vacuum into the water, absolutely everyone! And this satisfied around entirely. The Aegis is gone, but so is the rest of the team. Ziz does not have a way for another couple of seconds here. Defensive E-Blade will keep him safe, and now TP out is there.
They still have Necros. I want to try and turn this. Hold them back, but Zizzy,
Yeah, and
he
Sneaky
is gone.
He'll actually die. Nice little double crush on HFN as well. They can get down this Invoker. That'll be a dieback, but they still have to go through Lifestealer. But that's easy with bashes here. Bring him down. Doesn't buyback either. This is it. This is GG. One single team fight. Aegis and Shays definitely working out. And took them like 40 minutes to really get going in the kill department. When they did, man, that was something.
Deny? What did he deny? He denied the
What?
Aegis is not a game and I didn't even know.
Who did I
GG, well played, Trev, and I'm actually just...
yeah.
Alright, well...
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the night G's or something. I don't know.